Hey, 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's a record. It's on a hot streak. It's on a hot streak.
The dominoes are falling.
The dominoes are falling.
It's awesome. Welcome, KevinandFred.com. And thanks so much for being here. Oh yeah, you're Kevin, I'm Fred. I just said Kevin and Fred. I just kind of said it.
Yeah.
And we're talking about The One Thing by Gary Keller and Jay Popson, which is now in bookstores, which you should have already ordered. Which stop watching the video already and go order the thing.
Maybe you saw it at the airport last night or the last time you were there. I mean, it's all over the place. Buy a copy. You know what? If you have a copy and you've even sort of liked it, buy 10 copies and give them to people you care about.
I like that. So
we can talk about that in another episode.
Here's the deal. We're in chapter 3. We're literally taking this chapter by chapter. We're breaking this book down and just putting it in our own words and giving you our experiences around it. Chapter 3 is all about success leaves clues. And this is a big one for me and for you because we're geniuses. We're incredibly smart.
Don't get me wrong, we're dumb. We make some really dumb moves from time to time.
Yeah.
Read every day. But the reality is it's natural for us. We're entrepreneurs, we're risk takers, we want to do things our own way, we know the way to go. When in reality, and man, I've heard Gary say this a million times, success leaves clues, meaning others have come before us.
Yep.
And so let's learn from what they've done, and let's not go reinvent the wheel.
Well, I think that's the point. This whole chapter is about no one succeeds alone, right? Meaning that you can go out there with all the best ideas you have in the world, but there's probably some people that came before you that might have left some clues and some foundational and fundamental principles on how to do things, right?
Yes.
You might actually be able to study people and go, oh, well, here are 10 successful people, here's some things they do. Now, everybody takes a different journey and everybody has a different place they start from and background and everything else. But at the end of the day, if you want to be successful in real estate, it may take you more hours in a day to do it than Kevin because he's really smart and advanced. But at the end of the day, there's clues. You actually have to pick up the phone and call people to be successful in real estate. I don't know if you knew that or not, but you actually have to engage in dialogue and conversation with others to elicit their business, to list their home or help them buy a new one.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. But success leaves clues, right? And there's ways and there's practices and best methods to do that. And the whole purpose of this chapter is setting you up to realize that if you're one of those people, yeah, that's you. We're all one of those people at some level who always tries to do it on their own without consulting other people that have done it before you and researching them and learning more about them. Then stop for a minute and realize that this book, to some of you, is really entertaining and interesting, and to others, you're like, yeah, I've heard that before. No duh, you've heard it before because success leaves clues. That's what this book is all about. There's actually nothing new under the sun in this book.
Nope.
It's just how the information is presented in a way to get you to think differently, to think beyond the way you're currently thinking and take action.
Yeah, take action on it because you said it right. There's nothing new in this book. We've all heard it. Gary found that there was more and more research than he even knew what to do with. Gary and Jay have talked about how much research there was that supported the data in this book. So it's not new, guys. It's not, but it's put together in a way that we, everyday people, business owners, employees, no matter who you are, can read this, understand it, grasp the concepts, and take the steps.
Yep, absolutely. Here's the deal. Go out and buy the book if you haven't already, and realize that we're on this journey together. That's why we do these videos, because we're here to tell you what we've learned, and we're here to tell you what other people before us have learned, because we're not that smart. So most often we just quote other people, and you like us. Most of you like us for that.
Well,
but it's because other people are more successful, so we might as well quote them.
I think that's a stretch.
So come on back next week. We're going to start diving into the lies. Because before we get into what the one thing actually is and how to practice it and how to live it and how to work it, we got to talk about some mental blocks and obstacles we need to overcome.
Absolutely.
And we got a lot of them.
That's a lot. More than you. We got enough for everybody.
We're advanced in every area.
Yeah.
Mental blocks too.
Especially that area.
Time to go. See you later.